Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Not too much going on today, however, things to highlight here. We broke out to the downside of this so-called triangle pattern. So this is not really relevant anymore. I'm gonna take that out. Yeah, what do we have here? I mean, we haven't violated or broken the 1620 level, not the 1630 level. Both of them are still relevant and they hold. So as long as they do hold, there is no reason here to panic or anything. I've just moved the wave 4 across here. This is like a 5-wave move down now. So it could very well be that what we've seen here actually was just an A wave of this wave 4. Here a B wave. And now we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern to the downside in the C wave of wave 4. Yeah, we have seen quite a bit of selling pressure today in the stock market. Crypto did hold quite well considering that. So if you consider what's going on in the stock market, you actually know why I don't really like correlations too much, because the crypto market, basically it's not doing anything. It's just holding. Yes, here on the micro level, it moved up a little bit, but let's be honest, 2.8% downside for an intraday is really not anything significant in the crypto market. But yeah, what else could we do? I mean, it's tough, you know, it's just a range. It's a range and it could be a lot of different stuff. I showed you a few options in the previous videos. I mean, this is still the wave 4 in my opinion, as long as we are holding the 1620 level, which is for me sort of the key pivot point here. I would still expect to reach upside targets, 1800 plus. What happens if we break below 1620? I think that's the main question. I mean, I did spend a bit of time in the afternoon to think about it. You know, what else? You know, what else could it be? Do we have any? Did I miss anything here? Now the point is that I try to make here with the latest price action and seeing the yellow wave 2 down there, the wave 3 top there. I could even extend the support area down a little bit to 1610. Maybe I should do that now, because that's the 50% fib level. But yeah, the situation is a bit nebulous. But this is still a corrective range. I will move it down now to the 50% level based on the latest price action that occurred here, where I moved the wave 3 top. So we can move it down to 1610. But either way, you know, even if we get a deeper retracement, I mean, what does that mean? You know, if we drop below 1630, yes, then we've got 1610. If we drop below 1610, what else do we have? Then we are probably going to retest this area of the lows early last week. But how much of a drop is that? I mean, it's not significant if you, from here, maybe, you know, it doesn't even mean we go down all the way 10%. It means maybe sort of in this region where we have a lot of support, around about 7%. I mean, that's not even massive. As long as we're holding that area, this will be the next line of support, yeah? We could theoretically still go higher. But obviously, when we come down into that region, it will mean that the risk increases further, that this support area drops as well, and it will take us probably further down into the $1,300, $1,400 region. But this is still a very, very relevant range, and as long as we are where we are currently, yeah, we in this support area, the trend is still up in the very short term, and I can maintain the idea of a wave 4. If we drop below this area, then this is not a wave 4 anymore. I may then have to say it's a wave 2. Possible count, we talked about that in one of the previous videos, I think in several of the previous videos. This could be a wave 1, then here an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down. Yeah, and that would not even go down too much necessarily. So it could be a wave 2, and we could then rally in a third wave. That would be quite a bit of an extension though, and it would probably mean if that really happens, then we're talking in this larger 5th wave, possibly about the situation that it could rally into the region. Let me just, yeah, I mean, that could take us to $2,000. But the thing is, I don't think that's too likely to see such an extension in the 5th wave. And I did say to you or did tell you why earlier, because this third wave, which started back in December, peaked here in January, was already an extended third. So normally then, in these situations, you would not expect the fifth wave to be extended as well. So yeah, this is sort of the situation we deal with here at the moment. For now, I leave anything. I leave everything unchanged. We are just watching. This is still consolidating at a pretty high level, but you know, if we go down much deeper, then we cannot uphold the idea that this is still a wave 4, and that would increase the probabilities that the entire move to the upside was already finished, or that we get a deeper retracement here, for which I will give you probably in the next video, depending on what the market is doing now, for which I will give you a key support area, which might provide another possible long trade idea. And if that gets broken, then we will probably see prices head down into much deeper ranges here between 1405 and 1220. That was the idea, that at that point then the overall rally to the upside was finished and we are coming down in a deeper wave 2. This will be, if we come down into this area, this will be a really good long-term accumulation area again, which I will personally use. Even if this breaks, I mean, I will accumulate here for the spot positions. I might not even use a stop loss for this one, because it will be long-term. And in the next bull run, we should be way above, let's say 1220, yeah? But I will still leave cash aside then if we really drop below 1220 for much lower prices. Because if we drop below 1220, we're most likely retesting $1,000 and could continue with a bear market, yeah? But for now, unchanged. I just moved down the support area by $10, so please note that, because we are positioned wave 3 and wave 4 now. But everything else remains as it is. And here this move to the downside, if I zoom in a little bit, it has now 5 waves. Surely it could still go lower, but it has enough waves to the downside. And if I'm measuring wave A, go to the high of the B wave, then you can see we've now reached the 1-to-1 ratio as well. Yeah. The 1.618 extension would actually take us down to around about 1603. So a wick below the support area would not invalidate it. So be aware of these key levels here as well. But below 1603, then this would also be unlikely for a C wave. You know? So these are the levels. It's a bit messy, getting a bit choppy, and but volatility is really non-existent here. You know, for the last week or so, okay, not the last week, but since the beginning of the weekend, we've really had very, very low volatility. It's very boring, but bear in mind, this is not a video game, not an action film or something. This is the market, and you get these periods, and best to get used to it. So, but yeah, hopefully I can always add some information to it. This is still the count I'm watching. Just moved the wave 4 across. It basically did reset the wave 4 lower, but I did highlight in previous videos, don't get too worried about sort of the different types of the micro counting here. I would still expect here that we are turning around as long as we're holding the green support area. Okay, that's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.